Welcome, everybody. This is the Monday Final Fantasy III Enterprise race, Final Fantasy IV. And this is very exciting. It's been part of our community race for a while. I am the Benjinator.
And I'm NetSky1.
Yes, and so we got some exciting we got an exciting bunch of runners today. NetSky and I just commented that a lot of the people in this community who are quite skilled are running today. And Nate, why don't you introduce some of our runners for us?
Absolutely. So our featured runners today are JJ Blue, Simbu9, who is also pretty good, Royal Ape, who is also pretty good, and Shamstron, who is also pretty good. It appears as though we have a Porum start.
Am I
looking at that
Porum
right?
start.
It's a Porum
That
start.
is Porum, yeah.
I always mess those up, but it's going to be a great race. We have over 30 people, I think, in the race, and I expect, if you were watching earlier on RPG Limit Break, the round of 16 flags, that's what we're looking at here. So expect more of the madness and more of the insanity times 30, because there's 30 people. So I think
perhaps times 40.
I think just about everyone is ready.
It's like we're almost there.
We're almost there. We're going to start just about on time. I think everyone is ready to.
For those of you watching for the first time, it's actually quite rare that we start exactly on time. So when it does happen, good day, I'd say.
It will be a great race. That's what I will say. So definitely look for more of what you saw in round of 16, which I will just briefly go over. It's K2, so the key items could be other places. C3 means that there will only be 5 characters available, so Porum will be one of your 5 going to the end. Still N1, E3 encounters will be available to them. The W flag is off, so Wyvern could really hurt you. And Z flag, everybody's favorite flag, where Zeromus gets to be whatever he wants to be. Maybe
there was one weekly race where the D flag was that was a little sad. D flag, best flag, definitely.
Absolutely, and it looks as though we are about to start here. The race will start in about 10 seconds. I fully expect a great race out of our featured streamers, and good luck to everyone who is running.
GLHF. So the one thing that's kind of interesting about C3, which always makes, well, fascinating play, is the fact that party. The one advantage of that is that once you know what the two of those party members are, you can kind of sell off the rest of the equipment. Helpful for GP and inventory management. It looks like we got the twins. Odin is going to hand over a twin harp. Oh my. The question is, we're going to see somebody delve for the L first. Mr. Actually, one of the first races I've seen in a while where you get the twins in the beginning. It doesn't happen all that often. Every once in a while it does. It does occur. And every once in a while you see the most vanilla beginning with... So it looks like all... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, this is one of the rare times where I think we will hear music. Sometimes it happens on a K2, sometimes it doesn't. But having that first, the crystal could be down in Music Land.
Oh yeah, in Music Land, anybody who's been watching, not that familiar with Free Enterprise, there is one of the great Easter eggs of this randomizer, the fact that when you go to the Dark Elf's Cave, you actually get to experience the melodious tune that Edward plays, and it's a different one every.
Yep, sometimes you get the Final Fantasy 1 battle theme. Sometimes you get Tetris. Sometimes you get other stuff too.
Yeah. There was a time where they played the Pirates of the Caribbean, but I think they had to take that one. People getting muted.
Just a casual heroine robe just hiding in the bushes there for our runners in Baron. I fully expect at the beginning here for them to kind of follow the same path as they go.
Yeah, it's starting out with looting. Always an important because because it's a lower T flag, you're gonna get somewhat good equipment, but it's more of a gamble if you're gonna get really kind of typical. You're not gonna find things like crystal swords or white spears, all that good stuff.
No, usually not. And again, most of the top runners, everybody's following the same rules. Nobody wants to go way out on a limb. We do see Simbu 9 here picking up the hovercraft. Some people do pick it up, some people don't right away.
Yeah, it can certainly be a good play if you get the hook first, but it is something to just kind of get out of the way. Nice to do.
A small divergence here. We do see Shamstron going to Troya Castle, and you can loot part of it here. There are 9 chests. There'll be 8 in here, and there's 1 in the pot. So definitely could be another heroine robe to sell, perhaps.
Yeah.
Could definitely be a changers. We do see Simbu 9 going up to Mount Hobbs, and he's going to find a twin, but he runs into it right away. Nope.
It looks like
he changed his mind.
Royal Ape now going Kaipo every once in a while has some decent items, and you get to figure out who's going to be lying in bed.
Like Edge.
Like Edge, yep.
So Sand Ruby to all of our runners has become a very important item to get, especially since I see Simbu picking up ninja swords like they're on sale for $9.99.
Oh, and Royal Ape found a pretty good store there. 2 hourglasses, hourglass 3. Hourglass 3, pretty good item. Oh, and coffins and star veils. Nothing too great there.
Nope. Just some casual stuff in Kaipo. No big deal. We see Simbu seems to be following more of the get key items route versus everyone else trying to figure out where their characters are going to be and selling stuff, getting rich. Man, if life was only that easy.
Shamstron also picking up 2 dancing daggers. Dancing daggers are actually a pretty key part of sort of the vanilla speed run of Final Fantasy IV, and they do a pretty massive amount of damage. You put that on Palom, yes, the twin that can actually equip it. Early part of the game, you can do decent damage in the back row, usually about 400 to 500. Not a bad way to start things off.
If you don't have anything and all you have is the dancing dagger, put that sucker on and at least do some damage.
Shamstron also checking out the back of Troya, which not always a place that people like to go, but every once in a while there's some good stuff there.
Yeah, maybe in a seed. There's one chest I checked in Watery in the underground in Baron Castle. Just because one time I went there and there was an adamant, so just superstition. Yeah. I haven't had an adamant armor there since, but
maybe one day.
And we see our first fight, the really, really challenging and difficult officer-soldier fight that you usually get in Kaipo when you have the Sand Ruby. So even with the twins here, should definitely not be a problem. We see a rare flare, but for really low damage, 118. Mostly because, fun fact, did you know the magical power for the twin stats come from the person in the lowest slot, in this case, Porum.
Oh, I did not know.
Well, hashtag the more you know. So Porum's equipment must not be very great compared to Palom, but he is rewarded with a casual ribbon.
Ooh. I mean, ribbon's a great thing to have as a helmet, but it is not, unfortunately, the item. I should also note that Royal Ape found the sirens in the other Troya shop. So, sirens available. Definitely a good thing to have access to flag.
Absolutely. Definitely a good thing to have there. As we see JJ Blue make his grind into Antlion Cave. Curious to where Simbu's going to go. He's going to go to Fabul.
I think JJ actually did find a Drain Spear in one of the chests, which of course is a great item. Said nobody ever.
Hey, listen, that Drain Spear sells for some money.
It does, yes. A couple of grand you can get for it.
Hey, sometimes when you're on the lonely trail, 2K can be the difference between living large and not living at all.
Well, that's true. I'm just saying, no one has ever said that what really saved me in that seed was having the Drain Spear equipped.
Shamstron thinks about fighting Val on the top of Hobbs and decides, no, that's not for me.
Right, Val is one of the most harsh bosses you can run early in the game, because if you don't have Kane in your party, she just goes into tornado mode and kind of sticks her tongue out and be like, "You can't hit me, you can't hit me," and it's bad.
Yeah, her magic defense and physical defense are just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's very easy to rage over fighting. It looks like we got Mylon Z. Simbu's fighting. I believe this is in Baron.
No, this is in Fabul.
Oh, it's in Fabul. Okay.
Yeah, I was paying attention. Yeah. Fun fact: Ice 2 will actually heal Mylon Z, so you don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's not recommended that you use Ice against Mylon
No.
Z because he does have a tendency to suck it all up and laugh.
Well, you know, you think, hey, it's a level 2 spell. It's got to be good. Normally it would be, but in this case, not so much.
Yep. Still, didn't have too much of a problem. Really, with that staff that Porum has, it's doing which I believe that's a life staff. Got.
Yes. Casual life staff, just plunk in Mylon Z because he's also considered undead. So just hitting him with that damage. Unfortunately, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying Royal Ape also made the same Val, just turning away, being like, nope.
That's too bad. Maybe on the west side of Hobbs there's a free adamant armor.
And Simbu is rewarded with a glass helmet. He's got a ribbon and a glass helmet. And also finds casual crystal gauntlets. Yeah, one of the pots.
So far this is turning out to be a great seed. Shout out to whoever set it up.
Yeah.
So far, two items checked and two, less than perfect items. I mean, it could be worse.
Well, Simbu, I mean, not making too bad out in the left tower in Fabul, finding some Arty arrows and a Soma drop.
Yeah, it was a Crystal Hound Palom, I believe.
Okay. I thought it was Crystal Gaunt.
And it's Rosa hanging out. I'm surprised nobody checked this sooner.
Oh yeah, JJ's going for it.
Well, he's got the free Water Hag. I learned today that for some reason, Anna's sprite and Water Hag's sprite are connected. Because I was watching someone today, I think Fred Coughlin, who's also in this race, and he had the N2 flag on, and he nuked Water Hag for like 6k. It was in the Mylon Z spot, and they both disintegrated. It's quite hilarious.
Oh wow.
So yeah, maybe that's why you always see it, because their sprites are...
Oh, it's possible. The N2 flag, I always forget that it's play in.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually have to legitimately kill it.
Yeah, they're playing N1. There's just, I think it was Seed of the Week, or something like that. I'm not quite sure.
Oh yes.
Firebomb. So Firebomb is based on your HP damage. So, not 100% sure what JJ Blue is doing there with Porum with only 109 HP.
Still, Hakaluge in this spot is not one of the worst bosses. there's much worse that you can have in that Yang plot, because it's you know, for early on in the game, it's fairly high HP, and if someone does physical attacks, they can pack a punch. So that's a slightly better situation.
No, exactly. And again, just slowly running down. Although Ballnap is down for JJ Blues, so hopefully it can get Luge down, or it could be potentially bad.
I guess we'll see in phase 2 of this. Oh yeah.
You got
it. There's nothing more beautiful than throwing the dancing dagger.
Yeah. Taking him down there.
Except maybe having...
Go ahead.
But I was about to say, except maybe having an early supply of Artemis bow. It's like, boom, go. But dancing dagger's pretty close. Great.
Hey, it's a pretty good item for 390 HP. Let me tell you. Or doing 390 damage, not 300.
Simbu casually checking out Agard's shop, finding some life potions, which are, you know, kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal in this game.
I'll just be eager to see which runner goes for Twin Harp. I'm thinking Simbu actually might be contemplating. Oh, no, he's going to Baron.
Well, with Roseanne Baron, I think your odds of going to Twin Harp increase exponentially because you've got like a level. Although you've got package now, so
you got package. Potentially another party member.
Potentially, possibly. Or another duplicate.
Or another duplicate, and possibly, if they decide to go, if JJ decides to go for this party member, could be fighting Mist Dragon in Kaipo.
Could be. UPS delivery.
Yeah.
Looks as though JJ is going to strip her of her bow powers, and I see what he's up to.
I see.
He's just kind of turning Porum into Rosa, basically. Which I definitely...
Juicing Porum.
Yeah. I don't... Hey, that's the right play. Rosa's pretty OP with that, but fun fact, you want to put the arrows in the dominant hand.
Yeah, so, otherwise it hits like 1% of the time.
Yeah, the accuracy goes down quite a bit. So hopefully JJ Bloom remembers that. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's kind of like asking Rosa to write long drafts of scripts with her non-dominant hand. It works, but it doesn't.
Yeah. And it looks as though we have another duplicate, so JJ Blue nopes out of that. Package becomes a dead end. Quack 3, absolutely right, Palom. Another Palom left by the wayside. So he's gonna run into Fabul and be rewarded with a glass helm for his troubles.
Shamstron checking out Mysidia. Oh, some exits. But says no. Says I already got white mages. Fine.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you didn't have an easy exit spell, sure, pick them up. Otherwise, they're clogging your.
So I'm thinking that it's kind of seeming like Dark Elves Cave might be the only place to go. I mean, they could of course go to Zot and see if the Mist Dragon is up there, but kind of seems like between dragon hunting and doing Dark Elves Cave, Dark Elves Cave seems to be obvious. Or they could go to Ordeals.
I was gonna say there is always the Ordeals play. It's never a fun play, it seems, for our runners. Nobody wants to make that sort of play first. As we see Royal Ape and Shamstron just cleaning up the old inventory, getting some G's. No big deal.
I mean, if our runners had Dark Knight Cecil, Fusoya, or Telly, I could kind of see them making play, but they have none of those characters. So.
And I get it. It's 3 bosses, it's 1 item, and that 1 item might not even be good.
It might be a Drain Spear.
it might be a drain spear. At this rate, you could go. Although the Twin Heart could lead you down the world's biggest rabbit hole, ending up with
with a drain spear.
With the drain spear. Or potentially, well, I think drain spear's the best of the worst there.
Well, I mean, as Mechalik was saying in chat, though, he said he got a crossbow once. I actually did 2 yesterday in Tower of Zot when I was playing it, so it can happen.
So at this point, a bit of an impasse for all of our featured runners here. They're all thinking, man, I really don't want to dive Dark Elf Cave because my party's just not that great. I mean,
yeah,
JJ might with Rosa, now that he's got those Artemis arrows.
It's a tough position. No key items so far except for Package, Twin Harp. You have a 3-caster party. So it's, the damage output at the moment is not great. Put it that way. But at the very least, they know that if they get to Sand Ruby, and these runners do, they'll be rewarded with an engine. So that's always a good thing.
Absolutely.
Oh, it looks like Shamstron is doing the Ordillis play. Deals.
I like the play here. I like Shams going off the beaten path a little bit. Could have easily just dove into Dark Elf Cave and maybe a free fight there, but no, he's like, I want to go up the mountain. I want to be the top of the top.
Yeah, and Shams will be rewarded with some 3 bosses worth of experience. So.
Well, the good news, we do know that Val is not blocking, so that's always a good thing.
Yep, exactly. But it could be Golbez.
Then at least the logic would point them towards Twin Heart.
Yeah.
We do see a Lilith grind here out of Shamstron. He's like, I need my how old are they again? 5 and 7? 5 and 6.
Something like that, yeah.
I need my kids, they need some more levels. We gotta get some more levels for my kids here, so
yeah,
absolutely.
That's and it's not something you see every day, but I do agree with the grinding strategy. It's solid, I think.
Oh yeah, but we do see Simbu. He is going to dive, and hopefully, shout out to our amazing restreamer, that tie-dye guy. When the time is right, hopefully we can hear some music for that, as he has decided that Ordeals is just not for me. I'm going to follow this Twin Harp and see what happens here. As we see, unfortunately, Royalape got the explode and only Porum's up, so that might be a little bit of a difficult fight from there. Appreciate the switch over.
Also, JJ Blue making a that makes me happy, getting a lot of mute arrows in the shop, which always makes.
BG Rich, you know what? I hope it's an extremely long battle, like the Fabul Gauntlet, so I can hear the music forever.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's the Final Fantasy V final boss, one of my favorites. We'll see. Simbu will show us the way.
He absolutely will. I will be silent during the correct time.
Yep.
This is what the people want.
Well, fortunately, Simbu can't efficiently kill himself quickly.
No, that life staff doing minimal damage against himself. It is music time, Scarlet Kitty, as Zarkov has done the heavy lifting for us and wiped the party.
Yep. This is the part of the seed where Edward actually makes himself useful. Please rise for today's. Oh, I know this one. That is Blue Fields in Final Fantasy VIII.
That would explain why I have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
I've never played it.
One of the most controversial ones. I enjoy it, so don't.
Oh, and a Donkey Kong Cecil, so...
Donkey Kong Cecil, so just gotta survive.
Just gotta survive there. And Porum will have enough HP. She'll be the only one to survive, but
Also should be mentioned, JJ Blue Shams fighting the Fabul Gauntlet in Mylon spot.
yeah, I was, as the music was about to play, I looked over and saw JJ with the gauntlet and was instantly sad.
Yep. Yeah, it's, nobody's ever really happy to see the Fabul Gauntlet, not because it's hard, but because it's actually pretty time.
Exactly, but knowing, I mean, unless Simbu here gets, he wants the magma key here. He wants to be rewarded for this big time play. He doesn't want to see something silly like a drain spear or
Yep.
crystal ring.
The crystal ring. Well, that's better than a drain spear, but it is still not a key item.
No, so unfortunately,
So Ordeals was probably the right play.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much Knight Dude. Justice is not true virtue in this world. I must have read it a million times. And I'm not even joking.
And of course, in the N2 flag, Dark Knight doesn't care about justice, but he does care about trying to.
Yeah, but thankfully it's his N1, so definitely. It is definitely useful, but when you're Simbu and you have 2 key items, you want more. You want some progression. So now he's gonna go look for Rydia's mom. Maybe Rydia's mom will be right where she always is.
Vanilla Demus.
Denied.
Just some bro guards.
Yep. If Fu ends up being in the party, it might be useful later on for a free fight. But for now, and we have an Ashura and Mylon Z. Man, this is
It's
not Z.
That's kind of a rough spot to sure.
Especially if you don't have Star Veils or Moon Veils.
Yeah, then you just kind of have to out damage Ashura.
But JJ, you have 3 Star Veils, so you gotta ask yourself.
JJ should be okay. JJ should be okay
if he remembers. He probably went through his inventory so fast he didn't see them. Although Rosa doing work.
Mm-hmm. Shamstron also taking this. Just have some hardy arrows.
Yeah, but
puts a smile on my face.
Little more difficult though.
Yeah, you know. 3 is greater than 2.
Yeah, that's what my grade 1 math teacher taught me. Come on, Demist and Zot. Scala, did you roll this seed? That is pretty trolly.
Yep. Even with the Quake, that polymer, still a little bit of bum luck there.
Yeah. There we go. JJ does get Ashura down.
Well, really?
Yeah, it wasn't the freest fight, but
yeah, so 2 pretty somewhat annoying bosses. Ordeals. And Ashura gracefully falls off the edge of the bridge.
That was very nice of her.
Yep. Alright, so what item is JJ going to be rewarded with?
A hook.
Oh my!
We are looking at a hook seed, folks.
It's we were looking at a pretty long race, I think.
Well, if Penguin rolled it, Scala, he done good. Because although D Lunar's here is probably actually the dream for our runners because
oh yeah,
1,000 HP divided by 2 means easy D Lunars.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of areas where you don't want dragon. So.
No, exactly. So getting them out of here, but still a long ways to go. Where's the hook used, Panzer Dragon? That's a great question. So what you can do is you can pick up the hovercraft and you can drop it down in a place called Eblin Castle in that area. And the Eblinites have been destroyed by the Giant of Babel, so they ran into a cave. And the only way you can get into that cave is via the hover. So.
And as one of the NPCs in Eblin Cave notes, they escaped from their homeland and moved closer to the Giant of Babel as their plan. So.
I have not gone through and talked with all the NPCs. I've heard there are some real quips.
It's an experience, a very positive talk to all the. Yeah.
I will have to do that one time. Yes, the ship hook. So normally, where Sid's workers go here, you need a hook and do their thing. It's considered a key item.
It should also be noted too that the when you get the rat tail later on and the pink tail, the ship hook is also used for getting to that Silveria mine.
That's very true. Perhaps that's where the crystal is all along. Perhaps the crystal is with Sheila. Perhaps the crystal is anywhere. Perhaps
the crystal is in Ogopogo.
And again, so JJ's got the hook. He's gonna go and probably consider life for a moment, and then pick up the hovercraft as you see there. Yeah, assuring this spot is definitely no joke with this part.
Yeah. It's pretty much the worst thing though when you have to fight Ashura in the Rubicon spot and you're ill prepared. I've seen some races where it takes like 30 minutes to fight her there. So better she's here than where our runners are going as far as the it is.
Oh yeah, it's definitely beatable, Mechalink. It's just not we want some easy fights. We want the harder fights later.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Kanazu on the moon will be something that these runners might have to deal with.
Exactly. Point out in chat from Skullkitty, the Eblin Infirmary is great because it has hints about tough boss battles. I did not know that. I'll have to check that out my next playthrough.
It's another reason,
I do know that the chests are randomized within there, so the trap chest could be in the infirmary, but in this case.
I did see a pickup with the samurai bow, which is always exciting by JJ.
Some more crystal gear for Cecil. That pretty much tells me that the game is saying Cecil will not be joining us today.
Yeah, no, that's always the case. Is that if you get all the crystal equipment, that is the game basically controlling it. Nope. Cecil, well, we're gonna make you think you're.
You get Edward. He's just like Cecil, only he can't equip any of that stuff, and he really is not that good.
But he does have the golden voice.
Well, you gotta have something.
Of course.
More Rosa with Bagan.
Ooh, Bagan, yeah, that's gonna be an interesting. Although I think that JJ does have, might have. I'm not sure if his polymer has Quake that kind of trivializes Bagan. Shamstron, whenever he gets to this area, he's going to have an easy time with Bagan.
Yeah, he has done some extra leveling there, so Alan gets Quake at 23? No, 23? I think it's level.
I think so, yeah. it's
Virus at 19.
It's surprisingly early. Like, I'm always surprised how early you get.
Oh no, he's only 18, so JJ got some work to do still. He doesn't even have Virus, so.
Yeah, Bacon and Ruby slot is not great, but it's there's some bosses I can think of that was it last week? The evil wall was in Ruby's spot, and that was horrendous, to say the least.
For sure. Looks like JJ's trying to take on this trap chest, but those Stalemen are having none of it. Absolutely none of it. They're like, listen, we were just hanging out, having a nap, and we're just going to take your party. But Rosa says, wait a minute, I have some powerful arrows. Oh,
the arrows you don't want to see. Oh.
Oh, Staleman, just wailing away. This reminds me of Dragon Warrior 1. You fall asleep and you just get to sit there. It's a nap fest. Yeah. Oh, tough break for JJ. I think that was just really unlucky that Rosa fell asleep there. Moving Quake Kid to the back row, also a smart strike.
Well, I mean, I think it's kind of worth it though, because there might be an adamant all said and done.
Nope, JJ's like, I'm having none of that chest. But now the good news. Go ahead.
You might take on the ogres in Upper Babel. See.
Yeah. We're gonna see.
Simbu's gonna try though.
Simbu's like, bring it on. I got some hourglasses here. We're just gonna stop them in their tracks. Hopefully. Oh, it did get off. So they might have one more attack queued up, but this should guarantee him the victory. And he might get rewarded. Not with the key item, but...
Yeah, hourglasses are... Especially hourglass, like they sort of... They don't necessarily invalidate these trap chests, but they do help with... It's almost like the item that you use to deal with trap chests.
Exactly. And your girl Porum just wailing away. Mm-hmm. Now you might just wonder there, what did Simbu just do? He just used a life potion on basically nothing. And he got some more experience for it. Well, because this game was such quality controlled and made, basically found a way that you can get extra experience if you cast life on an enemy. They're considered to have 0 vitality, so when they regenerate with 0 HP, so in essence they die.
Yeah, it's a very useful trick for what is known as the D-Machine grind, way to get your characters leveled very, very quickly by basically essentially killing double the amount of D-Machine dragons. So it's, essentially, if you can use that in other battles, exploit the, again, the needs mentioned the impeccable programming of this game, why not?
Well, exactly. Panzer Dragoon, making games is hard. If it was 1991 and they said to you, make an amazing game for the launch or near launch of a brand new console that you've never programmed for before, and make sure it at least works, hey, mission accomplished, but there are some holes.
Oh yeah, nobody's perfect. I mean, a game that was programmed definitely more than I could ever accomplish. So.
Exactly, and this all fits in a 1 megabyte file, folks. You know, your 50 gig download of WoW or Gears of War or whatever has nothing on this.
Well, I think Final Fantasy VI was a whopping 6 megabytes. 6 times larger.
Six times. I did not know that, Scout. Thank you for the trivia note.
Yeah, I was informed of that pretty recently. It was originally meant for the NES. We have the fancy new NES that has Super Mario World, and they were just like, why don't we put that on there instead?
And someone at Square said, yeah, sounds like a great idea. Maybe that's why it's so buggy.
Yeah, and it was a great idea. Hence why we have this randomizer.
And we have Golbez at Octomam's spot, and JJ Blue smartly noping out of that one.
That's good to know, though. That's good information. Being like, oh, thank the Lord that Golbez is there instead of someplace else where I don't want.
Yeah. And he's gonna find 2 guards here, and he's gonna stick around for them. They'll have a combined 460 HP, I think it is. So
yeah, so might be just be doing that to check out the some of the treasures in here too. Sometimes they can yield good things.
Yeah, that's very true.
Sometimes they can yield a drain spear.
And listen, if Kane shows up in this seed, you will be happy that he has an item better than what he comes with, which is just spear.
Oh, true, but I think they already did find the hand axe, so that already the drain spear's been out.
Oh, have they found the hand axe? I must have missed that.
I believe they did pick one up, yeah.
He does loot the cave, and we get
a yellow.
What's that called? Epilepsy alert for those. I think that's just that's a glitch in that cave for some reason.
Well, hey, that was the most colorful exit I've seen.
I've never seen someone exit out of there before.
I was hoping for all the colors of the spectrum, but I'll go with bright yellow.
Yeah, no, for sure. So again, nobody. This is very confusing.
Yeah, it's
you need to. You need to do it, JJ.
Yeah, Simbu's gonna ostensibly open up again because K2 could be dealing with a lot of unnecessary items. See,
could be. I'm just thankful that we are 40 minutes in, and at least for our featured runners, nobody has access to the underworld yet. We're getting close with Simbu here.
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, you have, turns out that key items aside from the Baron being held by the Summon Master boss. So we'll see if that happens.
Absolutely. Or maybe all the bosses on the moon have the key item.
Yeah.
Maybe. And there's Mist Dragon. Look, everyone was
there's Mist Dragon.
And you just had to come follow the breadcrumbs.
Yeah, that's the Mist Dragon basically being like, thank you for coming this way.
Yes. Value Dragon indeed, Scala. Except Value Dragon appears to be quite fast.
Yeah, this is a fast slot that's a pretty high power. Fortunately, not a whole lot of it.
D-Mist is like, you try and cast slow on me when I'm in mist form? Full story. That's not going to work.
You know, we got a tag team of D-Mist and Bagan today. I think that's, I can visualize that.
So, Benjinator, I pose a question to you. You destroy D-Mist, and we know that Bagan is behind. Do you run back to Rydia's mom? Maybe the Magma Key is there. It's been pointed out in chat, or do you go forward?
Well, Neats, you're asking the guy that always goes for Dwarf Castle because it worked for me twice as a gamble in 2 seeds. So that's what I would do, but I don't think that's what Simbu's gonna do.
Gotcha. Hey, you never know. Maybe someone will make that play.
Yeah, it's my signature. It's always a Dwarf Castle play, and rarely does it pay off. But no, I think that Simbu may decide to go to Feymark just there. Maybe he'll luck out and get the pan, and then you got like 4 items.
As we get some more music on Shamstron side, Final Fantasy game I've never heard of.
Meanwhile, Palom and Porum, Simbu kind of spazzing out over there with their blink on.
Absolutely. A shout out to Boardface, the developer. He's the one who put all these songs into the randomizer. So without him, all these great songs would have been finished. So
Yeah, they're it's probably my favorite Easter egg of the entire randomizer. That, and you get the chance. And if you played this randomizer before and haven't got a chance to talk to the NPCs, I would highly recommend it. It's a good time.
In this case, poor Palom Rosa, because Shamstron has done some grinding, definitely no issue with DKC's.
Yep, Demas going down, and now for a fairly powerful Bagan, which Simbu smartly runs away and saves first.
Or is he just running out?
Ah, making a smart play.
Simbu, me sad.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping too that he would also just like, nope, I'm going for the Mist Dragon. He's gonna grind. He's gonna grind.
He's gonna grind right here. Oh boy.
It's actually a pretty great spot to. In this particular battle, does yield a lot of EXP almost.
Absolutely. For our runners Shamstron and JJ Blue, they will see heartache and sadness shortly. And the fact that the harp did not lead to the golden.
Hey, but on these particular flags, I'd be saying to myself, at least it's not a drain spear.
Very true. No love for the drain spear.
Yeah, Crystal Rings actually is a pretty good item for the most part. Again, it's not what you want to see when you're hoping for some kind of progression.
Exactly. When they're thinking, man, I could really go for a magma key right about now.
Yeah.
Seen that crystal ring?
I have a feeling this is going to be one of those seeds where they're going to find the magma or something.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Could very well be correct.
That's, when the seed just shoots a bunch of troll faces at you.
So we do have Shamstron going into Evelyn Castle. Definitely.
I do kind of like this play because it's not. I mean, it's a K2 seed, so you're not going to get the item, but you might get like an admin, and that can have a big difference going through the rest of the seed.
Absolutely, he does pick up a dwarf axe, which he'll like if he does get the right characters there.
Oh, and the dragon whip and the rune axe. Great if they if you had the proper party members.
Yes.
Simbu taking on Bagan.
Again,
I think
it shouldn't be that difficult. Like I said, if he's got Quake, he should be good to go.
Yeah, Bagan's pretty much like sure.
It's gonna be annoying. That's what it's gonna be. Because he has how much? It's like 21,000 HP or something in this spot. Can't remember.
Yeah, something like that.
It's a lot. So.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about Bagan is that if you keep using Quake, all he can basically do is keep restoring his arm, and they go away, and then they come back. The only kind of drawback, of course, Bagan uses all on himself, so your conventional spells don't work. But Quake is not a conventional spell, so it's
exactly.
That was some synchronized action there. Shamstron and Royal Ape both used hourglasses at the exact same time when they're both their enemy, and that was nice to watch.
A rare miss by Rosa there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rosa's pretty good at marksmanship.
Pretty good. And like you said there, it's not. If he's spending most of his time recovering his arms, he isn't. Well, he does get off a vampire there. Bill reflected Binka.
Mm-hmm.
It should be called the Crystal Chronicles Palom, I agree, 100%.
Of course.
Just gonna use this. Hopefully this can set up. Take this opportunity during a small lull in the action here to make sure you give all these runners a follow. They're all really awesome. Great.
Yeah, they're quite good. Great people. And you know they're always willing to answer questions about, like, if you're curious about why they did this. Well, I did this. It can be entertaining and informative. Follow these.
Exactly. We do see the Black Cat Lamia strat. Normally the Drain Sphere is in this chest, so it'd be definitely interesting to see if the Drain Sphere is in that chest.
The Black Cats, by the way, are they're a Final Fantasy staple. Show up in almost game, and they almost always do the same thing. Where if you attack them, they counterattack with something like Bluster.
Exactly. Also, don't forget to follow Randomania. We are here on Randomania 3, The Trace.
Yep.
Make sure you follow them. That tie-dye guy, our restreamer, and Mechalink, our tracker in the background, allowing us to bring you all of this entertainment.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you so much, that tie-dye guy. I'm not extremely familiar with commands here at Randomania, so I appreciate you helping us out.
Yep. Much appreciated, everybody in the community. Yes, our restreamers or trackers.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful community. It's over 1,000 strong. We have races every Monday and every Friday. You can get a preview of the flags ahead of time. Usually they go about a month in advance there. So
and the best part is, too, you can go to our website, ff4fe.com, and download any kind of seed you want. You can make any kind of adjustment to flags. So if you're in the game, you can make it as impossibly difficult or as easy. You know, it's a great way to practice and learn and to figure out how the game works.
Absolutely. It's one of those games. It's easy to learn. It's difficult to master, which I think a lot of people appreciate.
By the way, I think Simbu might be making a Benjinator play. Yes! Yes!
He's going into the dwarf camp. Maybe he's just going
maybe
to
just
check
shopping,
the
maybe just shopping, yeah.
Maybe just shopping and then like, although, hey, Cure 3's life. Subwebs,
well, that's some
please.
good stuff there.
Yeah.
Come on, Simbu, make me proud. Go fight the boss.
Nope, he's.
Well,
although maybe he's just taking the long way.
Yeah, this is okay too.
Yeah, you got to gear up before the boss.
They have all that equipment that Simbu can't use right now, but still good to get it.
Absolutely. I am surprised that Simbu hasn't gone back and talked to Rydia's mom at this point. That's what I would do.
No, that would be a perfectly strong play. I think that, but you know, he probably was just curious to see if he could get.
Oh, good boy, Simbu. Good boy.
Yeah, so we're.
I know, right? Right, Night Deuce, Cure 3s and Subwebs. Sign me up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe he's just trolling us.
Yeah, he's
because there's no reason to come and use this pot unless you're gonna actually go and do something useful.
Yeah, Simbu's telepathically sensing we wanted him to go to, or I wanted him to go to fight the boss at Dwarf Castle. Oh, he might be doing it.
I think so. I think he was just healing up there.
He was just, you know, preparing to do the Dwarf Castle play.
He was just trolling us, and we do see Yang hopping around in the background there, so that's going to be an almost free fight. Almost.
I will be so happy if there's something of value here.
And I will be happy if it's a duplicate and perhaps a spoon.
Or a Drain Spear.
Or a Drain Spear. Well, you know. The Drain Spear can't be everywhere.
True, yeah. Yeah, so fun fact, if this is a N1 flag and Cecil's in your party, fighting Yang after the second kick, if you attack with Cecil, Yang says ouch and the battle's over.
Yeah. But when he's not in the party, you gotta actually fight him. So.
Yeah. Alas, yeah, when Yang's in the party, you gotta kind of strong arm your way through it.
Yeah. He's not hitting too hard. It's not yet.
Yeah, I don't think the kick scales all that.
No, I don't think so. But he does use that sword there where I want my Yang to equip swords. How do I do that?
Oh yeah, that red sword is fantastic. It's like Cecil's black sword, except it's held by. That'd be the scariest thing.
Exactly. And we do see just really quickly JJ Blue and Royal Ape just about in the same spot. Looks like Royal Ape is through. He's gonna go back and save.
So Lunar Boss.
Maybe it's Wyvern. Oh baby, step 1 achieved. It's Plague, which shouldn't be that difficult in this spot. He's only got 3,000 HP. You can do one of two things. You can DPS race, which it looks like that's what Simbu's gonna do. Or you kill off one of your characters, res him. Rose it as casual 2k damage, so no big deal.
Fortunately, this slot doesn't have a lot of HP, so...
Yeah, it's only about 3,000.
Alright, fingers crossed for the Darkness Crystallers, or at least something decent.
Spoon. Show me Spoon, game. Show me Spoon. Value at Sheila has just gone up exponentially. We might, pal. You never know.
Casual hand.
Go pass, go. No. Progression is no bueno. Let's see.
B.
Oh, it's a pass.
Oh, it is a pass. Okay, that's some value. That's not bad.
Look at that Panzer. Tell me what the lotto numbers are going to be.
I think that logically justified the dwarf.
Well, listen. Now, if Sheila's holding Crystal and Darkness Crystal, I would play again. But
okay, well, we'll see how this plays out.
We will definitely see. There's some Bacchus
there.
Get your wine.
The
on.
Bacchus. I mean, obviously the Bacchus with the party that Simbu's got right now is going to be super useful. But if Simbu does happen to pick up some melee characters, it'll be the best.
Very interesting. So he received an item he wanted, but if I'm him, I don't want to see the pass. I want to see better progression.
Yeah, it is arguable progression.
It does make getting to the boss easy, granted, but Sand Ruby, I think that's what a lot of them are hoping for, because then you get that old edge and you can probably just 4-man at that point.
Now, I'm curious to see if anybody's going to pick up some, Masamunes or Murasames.
Murasame. The better one. I use better.
I think Masamune, I think, weapon.
I will defer to judgment.
Or Masamune versus Murasame, whatever.
Yeah, I can never. Looks as though Simbu's just doing some looting there. Let's not check for the key item.
Yeah, Simbu doing the El Magus drop and pick up. Appreciated.
Okay, he will check the item. And it's just a casual adamant. No big.
Oh, it's the adamant! Woo! Simbu's having a good day all of a sudden.
He's feeling a bit better. Like, man, adamant armor. and ether ones, that is the dream. That is. Again, it's not a key item.
So if that would mean that either Sheila's got something, or Ashura and Leviathan. Fortunately,
yep, that's what we're looking at here.
So not sure how many sirens Simbu picked.
I did not see how many, but
so we might be seeing an omelet grind. Distinct possibility.
Depending on who's here. Well, Simbu is going to show us that in just a moment. Walks through the library.
We'll see how brave Simbu's feeling.
Ew, it's Ruby.
Ooh!
Or elements potentially.
Oh, Octo might bought it.
Give me. Yeah, I'm gonna say if you're. He didn't heal up, did he? Oh, he did. It's just plain over.
Yep. Simbu just being like, you know what? I'm gonna take this down no matter what.
Tristan Kane in chat also saying you could climb the top of Babel.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I totally forgotten about that. Thank you for pointing that out. This Ruby is not going to be a pushover by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, the reason
Leviathan
why
Leviathan has a boatload of him.
But as long as Ruby keeps hitting Palom, I think they should be okay.
Yeah.
But
basically hit Palom and life is good.
Yeah, but the reason I too forgot about the tower play is that I'm pretty much allergic to going to the tower without the key.
A lot of people suffer from that ailment.
Yeah.
Lot. We do see Royal Ape, speaking of towers, getting through there. He is going to make the play I would normally. As soon as you come out of the tower, go to the Self Cave.
Divergence. Divergence.
Yep. Oh, that ice too, just not fast enough. Give Ruby a little heal there, and he'll reward you with some fire. But Palm's like, I got adamant. Come at me, bro. Every time.
Yep.
You want to go mano a mano? The 5-year-old versus probably a 500-year-old enemy.
I mean, adamant is pretty much the come at me, bro armor. You know, ridiculously increases physical defense and your magical defense. To the point where you can pretty much just singularly survive most battles. Look at that.
Glare doing 1 damage. That's the dream. That's definitely.
Like, what we call the Palom Chuckle Fest.
Pretty much. Unless Ruby can do 700 attacks, I think Simbu's going to be in there. It might take him a little bit, but his survivability factors is pretty high.
Yeah, I think Ruby's kind of breaking a sweat right now, and that's probably not just because he's close to the core of the earth.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, JJ is gonna incur some falling here. Not.
Is he gonna look and see who's in Upper Babel? We don't know who's in Upper Babel yet. So, fun fact, where he is, you can take a sneak peek at who's at Upper Babel if you just walk to the right, just a little bit. JJ, just.
Nope.
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 Mystery maintained.
Yeah. JJ Blue elected not to peek over the wall.
Was it glare? I was help.
Pretty much.
This is just like, and now that I realize that he had adamant armor, like this is just.
Will the real Rubicante please stand up? Because I think it might be Palom today.
Yeah. Oh, 2 damage. Watch out.
Man.
If you want to play Go Make a Sandwich, you could always just Bacchus yourself.
That would be entertaining. It would
be very entertaining. We do see JJ Blue. He is making the play maybe value Iridia's mono.
Yep.
While Simbu has Chucklefest here with Ruby.
All right, JJ, time to represent Team BYOB. What have we got?
Oh, it's a Legend Sword.
Sad.
Hey, I got 4 key items now. Yay!
All right.
Hey.
4 is better than 3.
This is very true, but in this case, without a Cecil, and just knowing how things are playing out, no Cecil forthcoming, I predict bad things.
Do we know who the 5th character is?
We do not. I have not seen the 5th character yet.
Yeah, so I mean, there is the small possibility it could be.
This is
My money.
Vitasia, this is Trolley Seed round of 16. This is kind of what you would have hoped you would have saw during the round of 16 race, where people were just stumbling around. There were no key items to be found. This is a seed that key items forgot.
Yeah, the seed is looking marginally better than last Monday's community race, but I want to emphasize marginal. Yeah, marginal. Yeah. But Simbu's still doing the mano a mano battle with Ruby.
It's death by 1,000 cuts here, Benj.
Mm-hmm.
3,000 here and 2,000 there. Glare hitting for 1.
Those ice 2 crystals are sharp. What can I say?
They're very sharp. Oh, and then you just take a little break. Take 1 damage. Oh, I see. He's running out of MP. He might have to go to Berserk strats.
Ruby getting a little frustrated there.
A little bit. Oh, and he's down.
Ah.
Thank goodness. I felt like that fight could have gone on forever.
Watch, the game just ends. I'm like, no, you won the seed. That's all you.
Oh, Earth Crystal.
Earth Crystal. All right.
Hello, characters.
Good chance we might see who the 5th character is. There's also a chance that we might get Edge in the 5th.
That's very true. It could also be 2 duplicates.
So I kind of feel like Simbu is at a very distinct advantage. Considering that, just because he kind of boldly went for both of those bosses very, and I have a feeling that some of the other runners may delay on fighting those 2 bosses, but
they just need to pick up a casual adamant and easy peasy win game. Oh no, don't. Okay, so. Just a fact here, and I'm pretty sure Simbu's aware of this. When you de-equip the adamant armor, there's a glitch in this game, where when you put on another armor, you actually remain, for lack of a better word, it's bugged, so you remain incredibly weak to fire, and to ice, and to lightning, so...
Oh, as Chap pointed out too, Royal Ape did pick up the darkness, so we'll see if there's something on the moon, and we'll see if Royal Ape is feeling especially bold and decides to kill some bosses, which I would encourage just for the sake of variety. It looks like he's not going that way around. He's making the Benjinator play now. I wish he'll find himself a very shiny pet. Meanwhile, Simbu, of course, taking on Octoman, whose speed decreases with still hits pretty hard. Yeah, I agree, Knight too. Fun to see kick off with some Bahamut. See if anything happens there. Shamstrung gonna take a look at what's ground, deciding not to go for it.
He's gonna try Octo.
Oh, there we go.
Like I can take on a squid.
Yep.
Got Royal buying exactly 48 poison. Very precise.
So Tristan, you could get theoretically all 5 characters before that. If you're really unlucky and you get a bunch of duplicates and there's only 1 copy of one of the characters in the giant, then yeah, it's a possibility. It is a possibility for sure, but it's required. It has happened to me before.
Yeah, we had it where there was, I believe we ran some sort of a race where the character we needed was in the giant.
Oh,
if I recall.
For BYOB? Yeah, that was... Yeah, absolutely. I was Dark Knight Cecil and, Pally's.
Yeah. Oh, Sand Ruby.
Sand Ruby.
Value for Sand His next
Sand
stop.
Ruby beans. Ninja power.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There we go. Exit. No, there's no fooling around here.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I got the Sand Ruby. We're gonna do this. We're just gonna go and get Edge, and we're just gonna face roll the rest of the game.
Well, get Edge, go to Troya, probably check out the base, those treasures, go for Zod. That's probably the play, unless Simbu gets the I guess if Simbu gets the crystal from the Earth location, then he'll be really ahead.
Oh, he is going to check Rydia's mom first and be infinitely saddened by the fact that he gets a Legend Sword.
Yeah.
So he's growing in key items. That's 7 now. But he will be much more happier now. He will take the walk to Ed. And put that dancing dagger back.
It was good at some point, but really poor. I mean, the Quake spell versus the dancing dagger.
Yeah, at this point of the game, there is no comparison. He is quickly. NPCs, get out of my way. There's a melee character I need to get.
Edge.
And
Awakening the sleeping giant.
Yes. Edge join. Oh, Simbu's probably doing cartwheels. I know I'd be doing cartwheels.
So would I. This is going to make things so much.
Now I wonder what he does next. Does he do Earth Crystal? Does he dive back in? We do know that Sheila has the Darkness Crystal, so definitely some value there. We do see that he's grinding up, folks.
Maybe he's going to be getting those sirens. I think this is actually a smart move. He anticipates going to be. There's a good likelihood that he's going to have to fight a lot of bosses.
Exactly. You want to get Edge powered up as much as you can because he's a tank. Now he's looking for that spoon.
Yep. The spoon has suddenly become a lot more valuable.
Yes.
Oh, making the risky move of taking the adamant armor off, putting it on Palom.
But it was on Palom before, so now he's fixed. So now it's Rosa who is extremely to fire lightning. But Simbu doesn't seem that worried. He is making your play, making the Zot play. I'm surprised, as you said, he didn't go to loot rock, as some people call it.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a crap because in my experience, there's been some times where I've gone there and don't really get anything good, quite a bit of, but every once in a while you do find some really valuable things there, like another adamant armor.
Question in chat from Strangely Familiar. Does the randomizer fix the bug with the adamant armor? The question is a great question. The answer is no. The weakness is still there. I don't know if there's thoughts of patching it out. I don't know if it can be patched out. I'm not a programmer, so you can always go to feedback and suggestions and ask Boardface to try and fix it. And he might either say, yay, I can fix it, or B, it's impossible.
Or C, make an A flag, where one version it's fixed, one version it's entirely possible.
It's entirely possible. Note for everyone in chat, the 64 door glitch has been patched out. It comes up in the soft lock, so any of our runners do that.
And here we got the Dark Imps. This 9,000 HP slot, Maga Sisters. I anticipate it will not be difficult at all. Yep, there we go. Now we get to see, hopefully, who the 5th character is going to be.
I'm hoping it's Edward or King.
I'm kind of in the same boat, actually.
Thank you, Scala, one of our head engineers here at Free Enterprise. Because of how it happened, it is difficult to fix.
We got Dupe Rosa.
Oh, baby, could this be Dupe? And
yeah.
Values actually.
I'm thinking it might be a Dupe.
See who's all tied up? No,
it's the Fu Man! It's the Fu Man! We have, well, almost all casters.
It is pretty much a dream team at this point. Simbu just walks in because he's like, I got food. Let's do this.
So I'm thinking that, we're going to see some reflex stats when he goes up against Zeramin.
I would definitely agree with that assessment. And we have Kinetsu here. Not exactly a total pushover, but when you've got some levels and your Fusuya is fully powered, should be fairly trivial.
That's right, Night 2. The Mop Overlord. He has arisen.
So all that King gear you're holding on to, all that crystal gear you can sell now, man, get rich.
Yep. It is one of the advantages of the C3 seed, as I mentioned before, is that you can once you know with absolute surety who your 5 party members are, you can sell everything off, you can free up inventory space. It's a burden off your shoulder. More importantly, what item is today?
I'm hoping for a Pan, because then that might Pan would push Simbu, I think, in the right direction.
Yeah, Pan, maybe a Rat Tail.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the keys we have not seen.
This is very true. And
oh, there's a Baron key. There we go.
Oh,
that's going to open up.
Do you want to go down that rabbit hole?
And we'll see what Simbu does.
Simbu says yes. The rabbit hole. Yes. Let me follow, please.
So that means 2 more items.
He is right there, strangely, but this could be an item chain that ends up in sadness and tears, and maybe even a drain spear.
Yeah. There's a good chance that one of those items.
Exactly. JJ blew through Plague, no problem. Easy DPS race there. Royal Ape about to get rewarded. No, you're absolutely right, strangely. He doesn't know that, but
I mean, I'll be interested to see what Royal Ape decides, because if he goes to the moon and starts fighting some lunar bosses, he finds himself the crystal. I mean, that's really going to flip the script on this.
Yeah, he might think he's good enough. Do some grinding. You know, do reflect strats for days. We've got
oh wow, look
Odin.
at this. Odin in Bagan's spot. So he was still hanging around the castle. He just moved himself a little closer.
He decided, I want to be promoted from king to what is it?
Captain of the Guards. Yeah.
Captain of the Guards. I love that promotion.
Being king is boring. I want to be Captain of the Guards instead.
Yeah.
So who's the fake king today?
It's a door.
Door,
true king, true boss. Undercover boss. Exactly. Evil Wall should be pretty free at this point.
Yeah, and the good thing too is that when you have a boss that has kind of the slow, shaky death with the wall, the quicker you kill the wall, the less time it actually takes for the animation to complete itself. So
I did not know that.
It's something I recently found out.
We see our first omelet grind by Shamstron.
Yep. Surprised by an egg, it happened. As you can see, Simbu is actually going to save about half a second because he killed the wall so early.
Saving time. I've heard sometimes we have races that end in ties. Sometimes.
Today's dupe is going to be Fu again.
Who knew? Another mop.
Why have one mop? You can have two.
Yeah, you can never have too many mops.
Yeah, so in the actual game, this is the part where the twins are supposed to put themselves to stone, but instead they're just kind of like, well, that was a thing, and then won't run out of the room.
Yeah. Locked wooden door. No match for them.
They're always a little too happy when you have these calamities, though. They're just like, well, the room blew up. Woo!
Ooh, dodged a bullet there.
Yep.
And in the trash can, as I hear people calling it now, is
a white shirt. Well, this
oh, must have for the season.
So maybe the Neats play was the best, going for that Sheila item.
Got it. There's always value with Sheila. Always.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the way this seed has rolled. He's gonna check for real Odin, but hey, I'm hoping he's making the right play here. I truly am.
Well, because if Simbu isn't able to find value Odin, then this officially has become a moon seed.
Absolutely. As we see, JJ Blue is in his own Chuckles fight with Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Dark Elf sitting on the real throne. He moved Sun's pants to a new location.
Well, you know, that cave can get kind of dreary and boring. So
I don't blame him. I'd want like a nice carpet. Cleaners come by.
Yeah. Maybe every once in a while getting some decent food. Because the only thing they can eat in that cave is bats and rocks for the most part.
Yeah, I want real food. But at this point, Dark Elf is actually no joke in this spot.
Dark Elf can be in this spot pretty fast, and his magical abilities fairly strong. And I mean, it's a good thing that Dark Elf doesn't have physical attacks. Pretty cool.
But when he does go into dragon form, he can physically hit like a truck. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's just going to try and DPS him down. No, he is going to use that. It's very, very smart strategy. For some reason, the developers decided that when Dark Elf changes forms, he can use like Weak and Stop and all the other great spells. So take advantage
Call it a
of
gift.
it. Exactly.
Call it a gift.
Total gift. So while he still does have a lot of HP, should definitely not be a problem. And there he goes. We get a
Odin
boatload of
down.
experience.
And what do we get?
A spoon!
The spoon!
He was
All right,
holding the
so-
spoon all along.
Not progression, but definitely value. Especially he's got edge.
As he creeps closer and closer to 10 key items with his piggy palom.
Yep, Simbu gracing us with the piggy. Well, at least.
A little bit. For the fans,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I believe that when Teles turned into a pig, he comes off as a very purple pig. So it's very amusing.
Dark Elf just wanted some tricks. That's all he wanted. He just wanted some cereal. So now we're gonna see Simbu make. Oh, gonna make the lower Babel play. It's like I don't like Sheila. I think there's no value there. Royal Ape, getting his very own classic edge. He will be very happy about that.
Yeah, so I'm definitely curious here because if Royal Ape does decide to make the bull play to the moon, finds value on the moon, that's really gonna make the race. Because up until this point, I mean, Simbu seems to have commanding lead, but could make a difference if that's say.
For sure. Definitely for sure.
But in the meantime, we get to find out who's going to be in Hakaluge's spot.
That we do. First, we're going to sleep in our classic FF4 tent. Found it one shop.
Yep. I should also point out, too, that JJ was, for a time, going mono with Ruby, but then decided to bring some of his friends back, but unfortunately they're they're kind of poking in and then taking an nap right after. Ruby's a little bit of a powerhouse there.
I'm surprised. Oh, he got it just in time. I was gonna say I would have just powered through because 2 levels wouldn't have been worth it. But
there he goes, getting that Earth Crystal. But Simbu might be up against wide to the burn. We'll see.
Could be there. We've seen it's paled him. Womp womp.
Oh, the troll boss. Womp womp.
Such sadness.
Yep, it's I mean, the Fat Bull Gauntlet can be kind of an eye-rolling boss, but honestly, I think Paladin.
Paladin is the black sheep of the Lunar Boss family. That is for sure.
Yep.
It's unfortunate someone's got to be the worst.
Well, he wants to be respected, but all I can do is really just cast slow on.
Yep. And yet, fire he's strong to, but nuke, not so much. So, figure that one out, folks. Pretty sure nuke is just a really, really big fire.
Oh yeah, fortunately though, I do believe it counts as non-element. So.
Oh yeah, no. It's just funny how the game codes things as
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he's through there without a problem. I am hoping for Drain Spear, maybe?
Yeah, so am I.
You can throw it. Luca Key.
Oh, there's the Luca Key. The item that nobody ever wants.
Nope. Because the only thing worse than going to the moon is going into the Sealed Cave. Because nobody's got time for that.
Sealed Cave is the free enterprise equivalent of board, pretty much.
But he's at 10 key items, so he's probably happy about that.
Oh yeah. For those of you who don't know, once you reach 10 key items with this particular flag, the X2 flag, every battle gives you boss battles, regular enemy battles gives twice as much EXP. So that makes omelet grinding easier. That makes grinding easier. That makes leveling up a lot.
Absolutely. Could Wyvern be an evil wall? It's possible, BG Rich, but what most runners will do is they will make the dive down. Well, they'll say before they make the dive down. They'll dive down, and if it's a garbo item, then we usually never get to know. But we are going to see a grind from Simbu. I've seen some people grind in this spot. I didn't realize you could trigger the omelets from here, but apparently you can. And we do see Royal Ape going to the moon. So,
I should mention, by the way, that we do actually have our first place winner. Venerable finishing in first place. 1 hour, 27 minutes, 18 seconds. GG and Venerable, our winner.
GG and Venerable. Congratulations to all those SRL points you can spend at srlpointstore.com. Coming soon.
Yep. Gets you a free sofa.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, so, Simbu's gonna make some eggs while, so maybe the play was the moon.
Yeah, so Royal Ape already is here. He decided to go there. I don't know if he's gonna stay. We'll have to see. Or if he's deciding to go elsewhere, but it is possible that it could happen. Looks like he's gonna be checking out what's gonna be in the the Emerald City, as it is.
The Emerald City.
Yep.
Hey, I mean, you're here. It's a free character. You don't have all the characters yet, so for his sake, I hope it's not a dude.
Certainly, I'm Sam King.
And we do see an edge.
An edge.
Look at that. Who needs a sand ruby?
It's not, that saves a little bit of time.
That does. Who needs a sand ruby? Royal Ape might just go with all 4 here.
Yeah, so we'll see if look at this. Royal Ape going for the lunar subterranean play. Very exciting.
I bet you I know which boss he's gonna check out first. Paled him, of course.
Oh, okay. Wah, wah, wah. Hopefully he'll find something good there.
Yep. I called it. What do I win?
Probably a drain.
Yeah, I'm probably a drain spear for all my hard work here. Royal Ape, not afraid of a little bit of lunar subterranean nonsense.
It's a good play, though. I appreciate his guts.
Oh, and it's an lion. This should be
well,
fun.
with those levels, though, this might be pretty difficult.
Yeah. He
very boldly.
Nothing for Edge to throw. Absolutely nothing. Royal Ape
the good thing is,
up, though.
Good thing is that Palom does have the adamant, so this should make things this should make the battle possible to win. A little.
And while we see that, we do see Shamstron going into the sealed cave. So definitely some divergence here, some bold plays. I like it on both ends.
This is exciting.
It is. I'm at the edge of my moon chair. The literal edge.
Same here. Although, I mean, Simbu finds a drained spear in the sealed cave.
He'll be tears.
I will be able to hear the frustration sound, across the internets from him.
Question, chat. Panzer Dragoon, is there nothing in the chests on the moon? No, there's definitely stuff there. There are also trap chests, which mean monsters, which you don't want to fight sometimes.
Yeah, so Panzer Dragoon in K3 and K4 seeds, it's possible to find key items in those chests. But in this case, you can basically only find them in essentially lunar boss location. So it wouldn't really do much good for any of our runners to check the chests unless they wanted to go for something like Mas or one of these really nice items, but none of them are going to. So
I missed what was in. You know, you look away for 2 seconds. I missed what was in Luca Cave. He noped out. Hopefully, chat. Dragoon Spear. Well, that's better than Dragoon
at least,
Spear.
It's better than a Drain Spear. That's true.
Thank you, Mechalink, for helping me out there. I looked over to see how Royal Ape's fight was going, and I totally missed out that he got. So, no value down that rabbit hole.
Yep. And thank you for the shout out, Bill Botics. Always.
Yes. Thank you so much, Bill. Yeah, you're very welcome, Invenerable. You're very welcome. You can join me as the ranks of weekly seed winners. I don't know if you've ever won one before. Maybe if you have, you're in the 2 times club.
Well, I mean, Neats is the champion of peer pressure, so.
I do what I can. Hey, I'm a weekly seed winner. I'm in the club.
So still pressing on with this ant fight. Again, he should be able to get through it. It just might take a while, and he's smartly using power of the blink to get through it.
Unfortunately, his edge is still a little underpowered at this point to be doing serious damage.
Yeah, I mean, when you power Edge up, he laughs and swings his sword at the same. But right now, it's more of a nervous chuckle and swinging his sword. He's not quite at his damage maximum at the being, but that'll change.
Absolutely. Supremacy, you're gonna win the entire highway to the Zenith Zone, and then I will wish to be as legendary as you.
Well, but we can only hope to be as good as Supremacy.
we can. Simbu learning that you can't open the Luka door with Siren.
Yeah, so Simbu very reluctantly checking out Luca Cave. I can already feel the angst.
Yeah, he's like, there's some runners out there who are very anti-moon for whatever reason. They're like, no bueno, go away.
I mean, the moon's tough, but I always prefer the moon over Cave because at least the moon is literally a planet of possibility. Even if they do have hard boss.
You know what's fun though? Getting ninja gear, but also knowing that there is potential value at Cave Bahamut. That hasn't been checked yet, which is a little surprising. Edge with ninja shirt, I guess that's could be worse.
It's very apropos. Let's put it.
Yeah, I mean he's a ninja, so hey, might as well wear my best shirt.
Yeah,
put my good clothes on.
It's not like Telly's wearing ninja gear, poser.
Yeah. Royal Ape deciding that's enough of the lunar subterranean. Oh, he's gonna just go for a nap.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
Simbu
instantly
frustrated.
Instantly finding I have 10 key items. What is wrong? Actually, he has more than 10. He has 11.
Well, I say that this actually might put. Yeah, there we go. Royal Ape actually might be in the lead right now. Checking out Bahamut Cave before anybody else. Unless Jamstron decides to go into Lunar Sub and just going down. We'll see. This is a nail-biting situation we got.
It is. Shamstron getting his very own edge. JJ Blue with a full party now, after defeating Tower of Zot. It is important to note here that both Shamstron and Royal Ape have not defeated Ruby, so they have not got the Earth Crystal. So there's some dolls there. That should be pretty free.
Yep.
As long as he has
Very...
at least one hour. Just have
Yeah,
one.
you know, this could be too hard. I mean, these are going to be titanium grade dolls, but
yeah,
be able to get through them pretty.
Panzer Dragoon, he did that for you. I'm sure of it. I'm definitely positive.
You know, some of our runners like to make our viewers happy. In this case, that was Royal Ape's gift.
It said here, have a moon chest open. It's very exciting. Run out and buy a ticket. As we see Quick Kid doing what he does best here. Killing enemies, signing autographs. Now you might wonder, man, why hasn't Calbrana showed up? Well, the cows can be stopped, but the Branas cannot be stopped. So since the cows are stopped, they can't turn into Calbrana, and that's what makes this fight pretty free.
Yep. 10,002 EXP.
That too is super important.
Oh, the tower key.
It's a tower key.
Oh, that's a tough decision he's going to make. Do I go to the underground, possibly go and see what's in tower, or do I just say, screw it, I'm going to go to the lunar sub? That's the kind of decision that usually results in people shouting expletives.
Yes, it appears as though he is going to make the trek back. I don't know. You're there. God,
well, but Simbu's going for the lunar sub play, so you got some very nice diversion.
Yes, I like this play. I like this play more than coming back, because just statistically speaking, there's still 5 bosses left on the moon, and there's this one boss here. Because I'm pretty sure Royal Ape already climbed the top once before.
And what Simba's basically doing is, if I'm going to guess, he's probably going to be going to fight where the Lunar Dragons, because there's 2 key items you can get there.
Yeah, so definitely the concentration of potential key items is greater on the moon at this point than it is down on Earth, but hey, it's Royal Ape's game and play it however he wants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes seeds like this.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it makes seeds like this a lot more fun, because when we see this kind of radical divergence late, then it really comes down to a matter of who's going to be right. Simbu facing CPU in the in the dragon spot.
Bold strategy, Cotton. You see that 3,500? That means CPU has 35,000 HP. So,
yeah,
you gotta tell yourself: are you gonna get lucky with your reflect float strats, or are you gonna do something else? Because Fender is definitely carrying at a quick clip. Also, Homj, I have no idea what you're talking about. A commentary conspiracy. This is the first.
No idea.
First I've heard of it.
There's no such thing as the BYOB League. It doesn't exist.
It's a myth. It's an urban legend, like the dodo bird, and value at Cape Baham. So it looks as though Simbu does take out the defender, and he's going to cast Meteo. Not the best play, because when CPU doesn't have one of his friends around, you get the world's greatest globe, number 199, and it does some damage.
Ow. CPU attacks you with an AOL instant messenger. It hurts a lot.
Although he's got the double meteor, he's thinking, can I burn down 35,000? And short answer, no. Uncle Mop taking a nap. Get your RPG dad emotes.
Well, I mean, you know, still can use Fu as very useful, but you know, he's better off using.
Wow. CPU very slow in this spot, only getting one down. And he actually pulls it off. I'm impressed with the play in 4.
20,004 EXP. But we got the pan and we got the pink tail. So, what's Simbu gonna do next? Is he gonna keep fighting lunar bosses, or is he gonna go all the way to the underground? If I were him, I'd probably keep fighting these bosses.
Although, like, see, pan changes things for me. Going all the way back for one key item is one thing. Apparently, I was wrong and Royal Ape had not climbed the towers. So he was taking the Benjinator play. I need the tower key to play with Upper Babel, or Lower Babel, I should say. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So he's getting a twofer, which should feel pretty...
My mistake in figuring he had already gone up the tower.
Well, there could be value in this, though. If he finds the crystal where the tower key is, then, I mean, he still has to grind, of course, but he's kind of a good spot. Simbu, on the other hand, is actually pretty well armed for Zeramis at this.
Yeah, but first he's got to run into an extremely tough Mom Bomb. Extremely tough in that Mom Bomb just has a boatload of HP in the spot.
Yeah, Bomb Bomb is stupid HP. His the underlings are also going to be kind of beefy as well. So,
although when he transforms into his exploding form, it doesn't matter because you just do enough damage and he just dies. And you get the Gungnir!
The Gungnir! It's not the Drain Spear, but it's close.
And he nopes out of it!
I mean, we're getting a wide variety of spears in Seed. Seeing the whole, like, catalog of them.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Pogo! Pogo!
Oh, jeez. What could be here? Could a Drain Spear be here?
Drain Spear, the Adamant, or Crossbow. Ooh, Mylon! Interesting. We're gonna find out what Royal Ape's gonna get.
We are.
Maybe he'll be the wise one, let's say.
Maybe there will be value of Babel. No,
Artemis
it's an Artemis bow. Oh, baby.
I mean, Artemis bows are cool, but they're not, crystal. So.
Well, hey, if you have an Elven bow, now you got an Artemis bow. Thank you for the extra 18 attack power. Oh yeah, no, it's. You're welcome. Oh, and I'm gonna reward myself by going into the Luca cave.
Yep. To find the slightly better Drain Spear.
Yep. Speaking of Ogopogo, I see Ogopogo on Shamstron's side. I don't know what spot that's in. I can't remember.
Maybe that's Wyvern spot. Yeah. Thank you, Mechalink. I was guessing, but I'm glad that you confirmed that from Wyvern spot. So, Shamstrom might be getting something as well.
Mechalink, our amazing tracker, showing you who has what key items. So shout out to Mecha for intently watching while the commentators take a nap. Apparently.
Yeah. While we're goofing around, Mechalink's doing the hard work.
Yeah. Really, he's the one who makes it all happen.
So what is Simba going to get?
I predict Brett. Oh.
Adamant! Oh!
I can make
my first guess, but it's my second guess.
I can make my very own second most powerful weapon for nobody to use. Although, Edge could throw it.
You know, it's a lightsaber for Ledge.
Yeah.
I think I just called him Ledge.
That's okay. Edge, Ledge. It's all the same. These runners have got to be thinking to themselves, man, what is this seed doing to me? It's just like,
yeah,
it's getting ridiculous. I have noted there have been quite a few forfeits. There have been at least 4, unfortunately. So some people getting a little frustrated. That happens.
yeah, it happened last week too. There were about 7.
Oh, there were 7.
These are the 6 or 7, I think. Quite a few. We're gonna find out very soon what Ogopogo / Wyvern. So actually, the Neats play might be the one. Fan might actually have some value.
Sheila always holds the goods. Always.
Except been pretty good to me as well.
She has been. I never lose out an opportunity to go hang out with Sheila. Go, hey Sheila, I got a pan, and I saw your husband. What do you got for me? Nothing? Beautiful.
It'd be nice if Sheila gave you about 40 levels too, but I'm not going.
Yeah, you know. And as you can see, for that fight for Simbu with the full party, much, much easier than Shamstron, who is 1 player short.
Yep. And we're rewarded with the Stardust Wand!
No! Simbu again! Saying no.
I feel like those are rage, but
they definitely could be. It's tough to tell. It looks as though Simbu is just giving up.
Yep.
It's like, man, maybe that pan play was a smart play.
Yeah, I think Sheila's got it.
I believe so too, Mecha. Stardust is the best rod in the game. And you got Fu. Give it to Fu. You're there. Give it to Fu and then exit out. What's up for Simbu now? He has a couple of options. Tie-dye guy. He's got the pan. Go hit Yang, which I think that might be where he's headed. Because he can get 2 key items. One for telling his wife that his husband's in the underground, her husband. And the other one for actually hitting Yang with the pan, and you get another key item from them. This is very true. He does not have the Tarek, but he did already make the initial play up Lower Babel, so.
So, I got a good feeling about this.
I feel like Sheila has the goods.
Oh, Rat Tail. Yeah, that's
something.
That's at least 2 items that.
Oh, the Sylph gave a key item. How interesting.
Wasn't. Oh yeah. No, the Magma Key. Magma Key is going to be held by the miner Silvera. We'll see.
See in just a moment. Don't give the miners the pan. They don't care. Nope,
there
the
we
crystal.
Go. That was a pretty long sequence.
That was a very long.
But also has a pink tail, also another adamant. I think Simbu's quite well prepared to take on the Z-Man.
Yeah. All of his characters are in the 50s. 55, 59, 53. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're right. This might be sub 2 hours. We'll have to see. It's going to be kind of an interesting fight just because of the fact that you have some casters here. See what Simbu decides to do with Edge. I imagine he'll be using Edge Zerk mode, but we'll see. Could have Edge throw the spoon and maybe the lightsaber first, but it's possible that we could see some reflect strats as well. I'd be kind of excited to see those.
See, very interesting. Since Simbu noped out of that Stardust Rod, could have put the Stardust Rod on Uncle Mo. But fair enough. We will see if it will work out. I think it'll work out for him.
Simbu right now has a shot at second place in this race. Crossed.
Except he has to walk the long way because the
There's a big whale in the way, or actually a small drill ship.
Yeah.
Now, I think JJ's gonna be. Oh, JJ, I think is gonna be going for the tower play. He doesn't have the pan yet, so technically can't do. Simbu does, so this will be interesting. Simbu, significant lead right now.
Yeah, I would definitely put Simbu strongly in first place at this point of our featured runners, and like you said,
looks like
a chance to finish second.
Although I think our Royal Ape might actually be close because he's about to get the.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely close, but obviously when you're in the Z fight.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's see who it is, Scala. I'm hoping for a blue slime. That's my guess.
My hope for. I'm hoping for Kafka this time.
FF6 boss.
Yeah, I have seen him before, so he is.
Santa Claus. There's Xmas. There are over, I believe, 300 sprites.
Clippy from Windows.
Is Clippy from Windows in here?
I don't know.
Not,
That's just wishful thinking.
I need to suggest that. 250 plus. And it's your very own Starship Enterprise.
Woo!
Next generation.
Not bad.
set phasers to stun.
I will bang you.
Wrong ship.
Oh, yeah. It happens.
Absolutely.
Okay, so...
just for everyone watching, the sprite changes, but Zeromus's activity remains exactly the same as it would in vanilla. We do see someone taking a dirt nap there, though, so that's poor. Not surprising, considering they're low HP.
Yep. So as I thought, we're seeing some high-powered flex strats here. Basically doing somewhere in the neighborhood of 8,000 damage and above. It's a good way to do it. It should be noted that if you use Nuke directly on Zeromus, he will counterattack you. But if you reflect it off one of your party members, he will not.
Where was Fu? My goodness, we got him such a long time ago. I totally forget.
Oh, the Fu Man was in Zot, and he was also in Baron. But it was kind of a pointless thing because what is it? Zot had the Baron key, so it was kind of back to back.
That's why. Thank you. Yeah, it's fast Trenton because all of his characters are relatively fast. Like Forum, it's probably, I didn't see what her agility was, but I would guess probably in the high 30s.
But I think Simbu should be in fairly good shape. long as he
The Cure
doesn't-
3's supremacy were in Dwarf Castle, I believe. There were Cure 3s and Silk Webs, because I remember Night Dew saying Cure 3s and Silk Webs sold. So they were gated by a hood. Easy peasy.
So Simbu, keeping his character alive, and that's kind of the important. Nuke strats, they work just fine as long as you don't run out of HP and you don't run out of MP. And of course, if you can get those nukes just off on time to nuke the big bang damage, that's also very helpful. And it looks like you should be able to do this once again. Meanwhile, JJ Blue exiting Disappointment Cave.
And he's...
Oh, there we go. Simbu, kicking off. Second place. Time of 1 hour, 57 seconds. Good game, Simbu. Very well played.
GG, Simbu. Nicely done.
See if we can get Simbu in here for you in just a little bit.
Yep, for sure.
So Royal Ape taking on Ogopogo / Mylon.
Oh, thank you, Tristan. I was just about to say, bonk Yang with the pan, get the rat tail from the sylph, and go trade it in for the crystal. And we do see JJ Blue here picking up his lunar whale.
Yep. Had to get the whale at some point.
Had to exhausted all of his options there.
Yeah, there was nothing straightforward about the speed.
No, it was all over the place, and it was required double dip on you.
Yeah, that's right. Because the original shield item was darkness.
Yep.
So then you had to go up and so double dipping.
I think Simbu's going to be joining us shortly.
Yes.
We have Simbu joining us now. GG on your second
GG,
place.
Simbu.
Your second place finish in a time of 1:57.33. If you could just tell us your thoughts on how the seed. Is that still me? GG, Simbu. Hopefully you can hear us now.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
We can hear you now. Yep.
So I just wanted to say GG on the seed, and just wanted your thoughts on how you think it went.
Really interesting seed. I'm sure a few people got caught up in the Baigen fight, but we had a lot of good defensive gear, so much trouble with either Demus or Baigen. And then after that, I found the Adamant pretty soon, and it was just going through everything. I'm surprised Invulnerable made that to go through everything to get the Darkness Crystal and directly to the moon and everything, but big gambles pay off, it seems.
Yeah, did you have to, I feel like you had to make a lot of, do a lot of decision making in the seed, because it kind of seemed like after, I mean, sometimes you'll get a seed where it kind of seems like everything opens up, especially after you get through the underground, but did you feel like there were instances where you had to make, kind of deliberate plays to hopefully stay ahead?
I did at the very end. Everything else was just me trying to route everything. Like, I didn't have enough money to buy sirens, so that led me to go right to Toria to get the sirens and Crystal and Earth Crystal leads to Baron Key. Okay, I'm going to Baron right now because that's 2 key item checks. So everything, I was just taking what was right in front of me until I saw Invulnerable's finish, and then finishing up tower, I think. So it was, I'm going to grind because I thought that he had just grabbed Pan or talked to Yang and got the didn't happen that way, but I grinded up, had everything ready, and off the earth, and at the very end, when I get to the moon, that he was most likely at the very bottom of the moon. The 4 bosses down there didn't give me anything. I thought maybe he came down here early and took the rat tail and went back or something like that. So trying to metagame it there at the end and everything.
Yeah, we were kind of wondering that because we, like, as soon as you got the Pan, Needs to know we're kind of wondering, well, at that point, I mean, you didn't really have that many options left, but it kind of seemed like possible, one of the best possible ways to go back to surf. Hopefully the, Pan/Rat Tail would pay off.
But, I mean, we had the perfect party for Reflect Strat, so don't need more EXP, so anytime I kept on going to these different bosses and seeing, nothing there, so let me just reset and save all my EMP and everything, so...
Yeah, we were noticing that. There was definitely a lot of resetting on your part, but did definitely save you some time. Yeah, we were saying the same thing. I was noting that it's like, oh well, given the party, of course, reflect strats would be kind of the best way to obviously deal with Zeramis, but also you were around, what was it, like mid 50s or something by the time you were done with all those fights. So it's like, oh, you don't even have to grind. That's kind of convenient.
Yeah, I grinded on the earth until I had white on Porom because I was almost certain that Yang had crystal and that was going to be it, but when she didn't have the crystal, it was like, oh, I already grinded, so everything up.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to definitely be one of the benefits of certainly fighting Moon Boss too, is that even if you're like, you did your strategic grind, but then the extra fights just helped you out. But still, it was definitely a fun seed to watch. Obviously, you were moving pretty swiftly through it. So even though it wasn't the most linear seed, it was still a good time. And especially, with a heavily caster party, you can kind of make the gameplay a lot more diverse, so to speak.
Yeah, it was very interesting playing through the beginning because you had a caster-heavy party, but I kept on going for Zerk strats on everything because they gave me the heroine early. I had a power staff thing to literally beat things over their head, even though they were just casters.
Yeah. Yeah, we noticed that too. Is that you know, you were getting good use out of that Porum with the power staff.
Anyway, I think that's about wraps up my thoughts on the seed. Any last questions or?
Oh no, I don't have any more questions. I definitely was I was definitely fascinated by the way you played. Needs, did you have any more questions?
No, just GG and congrats on your second place finish, and luck next time around.
Yeah.
GG. Good luck commentating the rest of the race.
Thank you, Simbu.
Everyone, that was Simbu, our second place finisher, in the time, SRL official time of 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 33 seconds. And during all of that, Chakasura finished in third, the bronze place position, the time of 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 20 seconds.
So GG's to Chokazura. And then coming right behind him is Dipwood with a fourth place finish of 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 23 seconds. GG Dipwood.
Well, I must have just missed. Thanks for picking me up there.
Oh, no worries. Meanwhile, Royal Ape is about to be not disappointed. Getting that Crystal.
He did the double dip Silvera mount. He picked up the pink tail before he picked up the rat. So I thought that was.
I mean, this is very much a seed for double dip. So, I mean, obviously you had to double dip to get to the place that you wanted to, but you know, there are definitely a lot of opportunities. Should I say, instances where it looked like double dipping might have been something we would have had to do.
Now, we do note that Roy might have a little more difficult time. He only has 4 characters in his party. So we're going to see what he is going to do with this. Looks as though he's probably going to grind a little.
He's gonna make an omelet and break some eggs. It's a very smart play because the characters are only mid 40s. Or late 40s, I should say. They have not passed the 50 mark yet, so probably a few more items aren't going to hurt.
No, exactly. Whereas when Simbu picked up the crystal, he was already good to go. His characters were in the mid 50s.
Yep.
Mostly
coming in fifth
consideration.
Coming in fifth place, by the way. Silver Star 609 finishing in 5th place with 2 hours, 10 minutes, 7 seconds. Silver Star.
GG to Silver Star. You'll pick up your SRL points at the end of the race. Always fun. Looks as though it just looks as though Royal Ape's Porum is probably a little bit low. Since he's only got 4 characters, he needs everyone to be able to survive a Big Bang, even at nerf.
Yeah, when it comes to fighting Zeramis, one of the biggest keys is your HP, because that's going to be the buffer that's going to prevent you being killed. And you know, you can have a pretty nice attack plan. You can have Zerk, you can have characters dealing damage, you can throw in reflect nukes, but the fact of the matter is that if you get wiped out by a Big Bang, it's going to put a big dent. So, getting as much HP as possible is always.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Whereas JJ Blue and Shamstron or other featured runners here probably through these battles alone will gain enough HP. We won't see any grinding out of them.
Yeah, Shamstron. I mean, he's got Palom is almost over 2k HP, and Parum's pretty close. And JJ Blue is actually looking pretty strong. So I don't think that those players are going to necessarily need it.
And when Shamstron picks up his foo here, I believe it'll be fully powered. I think he's defeated more than enough boss. Take care of all.
Yeah, it's always a convenient thing, as we saw with Simbu, where you've basically defeated enough bosses to get you the EX grind. It just saves you so much.
Absolutely, and Shamstron's probably super pumped to see Fusoya there.
Oh, absolutely. He probably thought it was Edward. Also, Penguinator finishing 6th place, 2 hours, 12 minutes, 17 seconds. GG Penguinator, also the organizer of his race. So make sure to give him a follow.
Yes, GG Penguinator. Excellent work. Congratulations on your 6th place time. This seed was very, it took you in a million different directions, which doesn't happen too.
It's a very diverse seed. I still contend that this is better than last. It's actually taking longer, but last Monday was due.
Well, that's it. I mean, the K4 is different than the K2, so.
Yeah. Well, that one actually I think had easier flag. That again, the forced hook seed with wall in Ruby spot. That was most unpretty.
Yes, absolutely. This
So
one hasn't been too bad. It's just getting places has not been very bad. Other than
Nice.
I'm curious how Invenerable pulled it off. Like everyone else is pretty much starting to finish about the same time.
Sometimes you just make all the right moves. One thing I should mention too is that Royal Ape is checking Karum's agility, and that is because when you go up against Zeramis, there's kind of an odd formula that happens where agility, like the agility of Zeramis, is affected by the agility of members of your party. It's not an exact formula, but runners have mostly figured out that if center character or Cecil, if you haven't, has an agility rating of either 14 or 28, that almost always ensures that Zeramis is going to be pretty slow. It's not always the case, because I've had that situation and Zeramis has been pretty fast. But he's essentially doing this on purpose to make sure that Zeramis is as slow as possible, because slow Zeramis means less big bangs and a faster win.
Exactly, because you want the rest of your party to be faster relative to Zeramis, which is why those numbers are super important. Because you want your edge going like 45, 55 if he's Berserk. That means he's throwing out more turns relative to Zeramis, and that's definitely good for your party for doing damage. So,
yeah, I mean, ideally, Royal Ape wants a situation where Edge is dealing damage quickly, where Rosa can kind of pull off the threes. Palm can possibly throw some nukes. Porum can do, well, whatever.
Exactly. Interesting. He's definitely looking at making some changes. Right? Or
Yeah,
he's just gonna go without anything. Interesting.
I mean, it's possible that removing that bow and those arrows might have increased her magic, but I'm not sure that's the case. I think that only happens with Artemis and Artemis. Like when you have a drop in your magic.
Well, we'll see how it works out, because it looks as though he's going to take the plunge.
Royal Ape going for it. Also, by the way, Ginger Damas finished 7th place. 2 hours, 15 seconds. GG Ginger Damas. Royal Ape will be fighting The Z
fast.
ship prize.
Yeah, I think he's got Porm in the middle. I noticed that Rose's agility was 31. I didn't notice what Porm's agility.
Yeah, Porum was, I believe, 20, so that's exactly where he wants it.
Interesting that he didn't put the gear back on Rosa then.
Yeah, this is kind of an interesting decision. What happened?
Especially with 4. Like, you can beat the game with 4, but you really got to be. There's a really low margin for it. Although his HP totals are good, so should be good, but you never know. Or
if you're Neat Sky, you can beat him with Dark Knight Cecil.
If you're an It's guy, you can beat Zero Miss with Zero Miss's HP running. I believe I hold the FE record for Zero Miss HP ran out per second.
Oh, yep. I'll believe it.
I think I'm the only one silly enough to have done it. Just happened on the. So. See?
Zeramis fast. Zeramis fast.
Very fast. Danger.
Yeah, so it's like we said, sometimes the formula is exact.
Yeah. It's not an exact science, folks, but we'll see if Edge can whale away enough, but that was a fast big bang.
Oh yeah. Also, Flurry 14 finishing 8th place. Time of 2 hours, 17 minutes, 5 seconds. Good game, Flurry.
GG, Flurry. This was a weird seed, so 2 hours definitely respectable.
Yeah, it was weird but not brutal. Like it definitely was. You definitely could get through it. You just had to hold your breath and take your.
Exactly. And we see Shamstron fighting a Dark Elf. Yeah.
So doing some reflex strats, I agree with this. It's a good way to kind of utilize everybody's best strength. Although because Z is so fast right now, it's going to be a little bit harder to pull off the nerf. But this actually might work. So Rosie using white. This means that Zeramis is going to count weak, which unpleasant thing to deal with. Well, actually, no, it isn't. Sorry. Because it's reflected, everything's good.
Sorry, I just dropped out for a second there.
Oh, no worries. I was just talking about reflex.
Gotcha.
Nothing new.
So much.
Nothing.
No, all of a sudden my stream just stopped. I had to just refresh my browser. It was some
saying didn't say the magic word.
Apparently. Okay, so he is reflecting. So, heard you talking about that.
Yeah, so white also a pretty good spell. And, the thing about Zeramis is I believe it's 45,000 HP that is essentially in 2 forms. That Zeramis will refill his HP once. And if you do enough damage to him, like if you do a big enough chunk of damage, like 1,099, you can actually skip over that and deliver a quick death, which I believe is actually what Simbu was able to do in the when he won.
Yeah, he didn't go through the normal like phases as we usually.
Yeah,
that's possible through Reflect because I guess the way that the script is written, it doesn't calculate reflect damage as part of that HP refill. So
yeah, so it is possible to cut your time in half against Zeramis, but again, it's tricky. You know, kind of if you have the ability to have 3 melee fighters with Berserk in front, that's usually the safest way to do it. But Royal Ape did not have any choices.
No, exactly.
Yep. Full Big Bang there, but actually not too bad. Even the full Big Bangs are not doing a whole lot of Royal Ape.
No, exactly.
Yes, Silver Star, I'm surprised as well, but Invenerable says that he will regale us with a tale of how he got through this so fast in the spoiler Discord.
And GG Terrell finishing in an SRL time of 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 39 seconds. And Lofaz right behind in 10th place with an SRL time of 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 52 seconds. GG.
Right behind him.
Them. So close.
GG. Hopefully we can get Royal Ape in here for an interview.
So that does leave Shamstron, who's still looking for the crystal, who appears to be going in the right direction. JJ Blue is a little bit ahead of him, as he does have. Let's go, JJ.
So we have two new winners. Maggie the Cat finishing in 11th place, 2 hours, 22 minutes, 51 seconds. And Salty Fry right behind, 2 hours, 22 minutes, 57 seconds. GG's to you both. And sadly, Royal Ape does not have a microphone. I was going to ask him so many questions about early moon plays. It's all right, though.
That's right. That happens. No big deal. It looks as though JJ's gearing up his... All of his characters are in the high 50s. I don't anticipate any issues.
See, I like this because he's going arty with Rosa, even though she's going to be probably primarily used for curing. JJ, I think, is going to have today's power party. Look at that. Adamant on Porum. So, basically, JJ is saying, I don't care about agility. I am just going to go for it.
When you're in the high 50s, I don't think that agility table works properly anyways, so just go in there and just face roll. It's going to be fast, but you're fast too, so you want to put Uncle Mop in the middle, that's fine. I don't think that changes the outcome.
Also, Dr. Spin, 13th place, 2 hours, 23 minutes, 38 seconds. GG, Dr. Spin. See how the power party goes. JJ showing us 16 out of 17 items today.
That's only because he talked to Sheila.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the Neats play was correct. But the Benjinator play did bring on pass, so it was a team effort.
It was. But one could say if you have Darkness Crystal, you can get in your steps, so...
That's...
So we'll see how this goes.
I have a feeling it'll go well. I feel like JJ's got a very strident party here.
Absolutely. As he takes on the intrepid crew of the Starship Enterprise. Throwing Moonveil and Palom, and let's just give myself some wine, make myself feel good.
Yeah, I mean, crew of the Starship Enterprise already crashed twice, but maybe they'll be successful this time, but I have a feeling that they're not gonna be able to withstand the power of JJ's party.
No. Definitely not. Especially Rosa dealing casual 2k damage just with arrows.
Yep.
Easy game.
It's the arty. Beautiful.
See, and Foo's Nuke only doing 5K. Man, I wish we could see a DPS chart.
Oh, just wait. It'll be coming.
That's in the next release.
Yeah, it'll be like a fighting game. We'll see like numbers swooping across.
I like those.
I mean, those are fun. Sure. I think it'd be hard to see what was going on, but I mean, it'd be kind of fun.
Like have it as a flag because we don't have enough flags.
Yeah,
the D flag. D0 means no DPS tracker. D1 means yes. Yeah.
These high definition graphics going across, and with the in the backdrop of the infant game.
Yeah. Would it be BG Rich? I've never played either of those games. I know. I'm a bit of a purist. I don't fall off the path.
Well, as someone who does love Secret, I actually do kind of agree with BG Rich's assessment there. It wouldn't be too distracting if you think of it that way. Speaking of which, JJ Blue has won. 14th place, 2 hours, 28 minutes, 4 seconds. GG.
GG
Go,
to him.
Go Team BYOB, which doesn't actually exist.
Yeah, it's a myth. 14th place,
yeah.
JJ. Don't worry, we'll give him the ribbing on that.
Yep. See if we can't get JJ in here for you.
Looks as though Shamstron is just trying to burn down CPU here with some meteos. And GG to our 14th place finisher, JJ Blue. Congratulations. How do you think the seed went?
I saw everything.
It was probably one of the least linear seeds dealt with in a while.
I know I actually played relatively well. I did some gambles that didn't pay off, but just everywhere I went was just not the correct answer.
Well, yeah. But I mean, put it this way. Bagan in the hook spot as opposed to Evil Wall. Probably a better deal, right?
Slightly better. It still was a long fight, though.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So... Was there ever a point in Seed where you're kind of thinking that, you know, there's a good possibility that there's going to be something on Moon, because it kind of seemed like it took a while for all of our runners to actually make that conclusion. Like there was definitely some hesitation going.
Well, me and a friend of mine, we have a saying that's #NeverTheMoon.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't go to the moon until the game makes me, or until I feel like it's really the best play based on everything. So it's not that I was scared of the moon, I just decided I was going to check everything before I went up there.
Oh yeah, no, hesitation's definitely a thing. For me, it's almost always the sealed cave that something that I try to I try to delay as long as possible, even in the case of the moon.
Yeah, I gotta say, congrats to Invenerable destroying the seed, because I was just, when I saw him finish, I was like, it must be Crystal sometime soon. An hour later, I guess not.
Yeah, it's one of those things when you watch other runners and they finish early. Like at first, you're kind of just like, oh, that's a relief. At least I'm gonna find something relatively soon, ostensibly. But then, the case is sometimes people just make the right plays, and sometimes they don't. I mean, in some cases, it's just the lottery to happen. As I was telling Neats, the Benjinator's plays to always go for Dwarf Castle, and in this case, it only really yielded the pass. But at least it wasn't totally worthless.
This is true.
Absolutely.
Any final thoughts, JJ?
I guess I need to relook up on how to get to the Wyvern spot, because I spent probably a solid minute trying to figure it out where it was again, and then I just pieced out.
Yeah, it's when I played this game as a kid, it took me the longest time to figure it out, and then when I started playing it again, I was just kind of like, that's what it is? Like, what is that? You're like walking on air? I don't get it. Where am I supposed to walk on air? It's a little bit it's more than a little bit counterintuitive.
Perfect. Well, I think, unless you have any other thoughts, I think we are going to go ahead and host Shamstrong at this point, as I believe our time has come to an end.
Just thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate the support. Hope you all have a great night.
Yep. Go BYOB. Woo!
Real!
So Dragus finishing with 2 hours, 52 minutes, and 37 seconds. GG Dragus. Coming right behind him, 15th place is F. Coughlin. 16th place, 2 hours, 33 minutes, 18 seconds. GG.
Yes, GG to Dragus and to F. Coughlin. Again, a seed that took you in 10 different directions.
Yeah, lots of directions. Big seed, lots of runners today. I mean, this was a fairly monumental race.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a preview of potentially what could happen in a round of 16 race coming up in regards to that.
Oh yeah, I would absolutely. So if any of you out there are watching and you're kind of interested in watching, especially some really high level for Enterprise, RPG Limit Break will be hosting what is now the round of 16 for the Highway to the Zima Zone League, and so this is that's kind of a higher level competition, and these are going to be the flags used for it. So if you are interested in more of that, I would recommend it.
Yep, and we're gonna stick with Shamstron here and get him through the final fight here.
Right.
Give him some love, give him some support. I'm sure he'll finish strong.
Send him all the hearts.
Absolutely. And just take this time, really shout out to that tie-dye guy, our restreamer here on Randomania 3. Really appreciate him helping us out tonight, as well as Mechalink. And to my partner, the Benjinator. Definitely give him a follow. They're all great people.
Yes, you get to see me play this game on my stream at a much lower level than you saw the three streamers today. So I would recommend it.
Absolutely.
And now, if you want to watch Neats Guy, he plays it at a much higher level than I do. So you should also give him a follow as well.
You're being very kind and very generous. I appreciate it. Also, shout out to our runners, to which we wouldn't be here without them making it possible. So make sure you drop a follow to JJ Blue, Royal Ape, and Simbu9, and to Shamstrong, who is finishing up here. Party looks good. I don't anticipate any issues, but you never know.
I think it should be a problem. But yeah, if you're on Twitch and you're streaming, you're playing this game, always appreciated to have. It's always appreciated to have people stop by and chat and to give, just chat and give encouragement. So yeah, you should follow these guys. They, I'm sure, will appreciate your presence in their channel.
Yep, and join the FF4 FE Discord, where there's thousands of guides and thousands of people to help you out, millions of combinations to help you get good at this game.
Yep, it's a very accessible community, very accessible Randomizer. Always people there willing to help you out, and keep making this thing bigger.
If that's humanly possible.
Yeah, it almost seems like it's not at the.
I believe Shamstron got the nerf off on that one. Yeah, 199 to Fusoya, no big deal.
Oh yeah, oh wow, yeah, that's. I mean, I have not seen like a double-digit Big Bang yet, but I have an inkling that it's possible.
It might
try
be.
really hard. Yeah.
The lowest I've seen, I think, was like a 176. So 199 is
141
down.
one.
Wow, 141.
Okay, so Christopher Warkin winning in 17th place. 2 hours, 37 minutes, 39 seconds. Saying that he just got with a casual 18 out of 18. So, congrats on getting all the items. Question. Yep. Fortunately, that ship is going to go down again very quickly.
Again, 4 for 4. I don't think in the history of the show it got destroyed 4 times.
Now, whoever's in the business of repairing ships like that is making a lot of money lately.
Absolutely. It's just, at these levels, it's almost trivial. Like, what do you say? Hey.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's almost at hold A and Frey levels, but you don't want to hold A Frey against Daramis.
Not with this party. Given a different party, then sure. The only thing that might trip him up is, say, a big bang into a Meteo, maybe, or the wall wearing off on edge. Shamstron definitely definitely making things exciting. That's the Nitsky Jinx there.
Oh yeah. The most fearsome of Zermis' spells is Black Hole, because but I mean in this case it's not such big a deal because it's not a Zerk heavy party, but it'd be a big sad thing. Disables all status effects, including Berserk.
Except if you have the Avenger Sword equipped.
Except if you have the Avenger Sword, yes. Which unfortunately we didn't get a chance to see in this particular stage. Because I get really excited. I get really excited when it shows up.
Same here.
All those
so
super nukes.
This will be close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a little bit more of a, it's a slightly more back and forth Z fight effect. Right? Still gonna be okay. And the white spell, would this do it?
It might. And GG.
GG, Shamstron. With an official SRL time of 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 5 seconds. Ah. What a race that was.
That was some. We need Penguinator to roll more seeds.
Yeah.
We do.
It was this was pretty okay.
Yeah. It was a long seed, but it wasn't like long because you were progression blocked or blocked by a difficult boss, difficult spot. So, I don't know if we're gonna pull Shaman in for an interview or if we're just gonna.
Yeah. I don't know if we have time.
So I think we're gonna be sending everybody over to Randomizer 2. There's currently a Dragon Warrior randomizer race going on.
Which is also a good time. Trust me.
Is also, yeah, if you like sleep like you did earlier there's DWR is a place.
Oh yeah.
It's my second most favorite game to touch.
Well, Zelda Link to the Past randomizer for me is my second. Yeah, Dragon Warrior is not that far behind.
Apparently it's Azrael Ravenheart versus Jay Coper. Any final thoughts before we get skedaddling, Ben?
Oh, no, this was a lot of fun to do this in the future, and I hope we're paired up again, Neats. And yeah, this was a very like it was nice to finally be able to experience some. Had so many directions, had so many different plays. I thought that made for a lot of entertainment. I hope all of you out there had a good time too. And certainly, there's a lot of people that makes this entire process possible. Thanks to every single one of them.
Absolutely. My thoughts the same, Benjamin. I think it was a fun seed to watch because of the different options and routes you could take. Was a fun time commentating with you, and I hope everybody out there had fun. Make sure that you follow Randomania. They cover our weekly races on the Mondays, so definitely give them a follow. You'll know when they go live, and you'll be able to watch more FF or FE if that's your thing.
And I would encourage you to think about joining too at some point. If you're interested in playing with us, you should do it. Do it.
Absolutely. So for now, I'm Nitsky1.
And I'm the Benjinator.
And we will see you all next time.
Peace.